X is in frenzy. Social media is in frenzy because of the news that broke.
Yeah.
Super Bowl, the next Super Bowl performer, halftime performer.
Nigga said no round 2.
K. Dot. Kendrick Lamar. What's your first thoughts on that?
I was very at first. I was like, yo, that's big. That's very big. I thought that was big. I was fucking with it until I realized like that shit is in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So when I seen it was in New Orleans, cause that's when I'm like, hold on, wait, like Lil Wayne, Cash Money, No Limit, Master P, Silk the Shock in them. Like nah, wait. Now I get it. Like I get it. Like aesthetically, Kendrick Super Bowl, fire. Like no hating shit, fire. But when you really start to break it down where that shit is at, it's like there's no way in hell. I don't care if Boy about to get the Grammy. I don't care about none of that.
Yeah.
Like if we really was supposed to take over the halftime Super Bowl culturally,
right,
us as culture, then you do what's necessarily right. Yeah. When Rihanna did it, we was there for Rihanna. When she was pregnant, we was there for Usher. We was there for Dr. Dre and all of them in LA when he brung out Eminem and 50 Cent.
Yeah.
So to me, it's just like, all right, New Orleans, we know what's up. So at the end of the day, to play into politics, like I get it, it's history if you want to go into the battle part. But it's also a stain because you was supposed to let Wayne rock. Like, that was supposed to be a Wayne and Friends. We talk about New Orleans.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Culturally, there's nobody bigger in New Orleans than Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So, I was disappointed at that. And then when you go back to the optic of things, like, yo, Jay-Z and Lil Wayne's relationship is pretty cool. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Jay-Z and Drake's relationship, it seems like it's cool, except for when they get on the mic or something like that.
Yeah.
But to me, what I really think it is, and if you ask me my personal opinion, I think it's Jay-Z. I think Jay-Z wants to put the nail in the coffin to the beef. I think Kendrick being on the Super Bowl is hella big, but also I think that's because there's only one person that's been compared to Jay-Z. There's only one person career, one person run that we put next to Jay-Z. We don't put Nas next to Jay. We don't put none of the other greats next to Jay's run. And the way Jay-Z had the impact. There's only one person, and that's Drake. So I feel like Jay-Z is threatened by that. And to end his run, that right there is like... But one thing I don't like is like, why is he only performing on holidays? Like, he like, Kenny... Cause like I ain't gonna lie to you, like
when the family get together, we getting together. That's when big events, yearly events, annuals.
I see. Kenny. You know, your Juneteenth, your man one drop when he dropped the video.
He did the show.
He did the Kenny and Friends on Juneteenth. He dropped the video on July 4th. You get what I'm saying? Now he performing at the Super Bowl. Like Jesus Christ, like
it's a holiday.
You don't think it's overkill a little bit?
Nah. Because if it was the other way around, we would have been singing Family Matters, but we not. So now my take on it, I don't really necessarily agree with that. I don't think Jay is threatened by Drake, because I think he's like his own entity. I feel like this was a corporate decision and not even his. I think Hov is somebody that's of the culture and of the cloth and knows like what's in and what's not. Like that's why he was brought in, and I think he brought that to the NFL. I think he told them like, "Yo, you need to go with Wayne." And I feel like it was more of a corporate decision. They looked at the billboards, they look at social media, what's been trending for like the last year is all about bringing in more views to what they're doing. And how do we do that? First by messing with hip hop, or having a hip hop artist. So now if we're gonna have a hip hop artist, who would bring in the most numbers? Whose trajectory looks like the best right now? And it would be Kendrick, because of the success of Not Like Us and how he's had the internet and the frenzy and everything with the beef. And I feel like in my mind, Hov came to them and like, yo, we in New Orleans. You need to mess with Wayne. Let him bring the hot boys in. They could even connect Birdman with Master P. It could be a whole thing for New Orleans. You feel me?
Crazy.
Bring Big Frida. You feel me? Like really, like you could really kill it on some New Orleans shit. And if I'm if I'm thinking from the corporate side, like where's the numbers to show that? You know, that's going to be successful. Like culturally, yes, it's going to be perfect. It's exactly what the culture needs. But is that what the brands that are investing money into into the game, into the commercials and stuff like that? Is that what they're signing off on? I don't think so. I think the easier sell is Kendrick, and that's why they went with it. But at the same time, he's a great performer. I think he's one of the best. And I know he's gonna put on a hell of a show, but it does hurt. And again, it shows that we don't really run shit and we don't really call the plays. I think if it was honestly, if it was up to, I think if it was up to Jay, Wayne would be performing. Wayne, Hove didn't have that. He didn't have that call. I don't think he made the final
So,
call.
so to say that Hove didn't make the final call,
He couldn't. I don't think he could have made
so
the final
so
call.
you saying that he couldn't, right?
Yeah,
So this ain't personal.
yeah,
Then Hove ain't who we think Hove has been. Cause Hove make it seem like that's the whole purpose of you taking over. That's the whole purpose of us. You know, certain people that when he said there's more than just kneeling. When Colin Kaepernick was kneeling and Jay-Z was actually doing business with the NFL, I stood with Jay-Z. And I
yeah,
said, you know what? Jay-Z's gonna do right by the culture. So now we're in a situation where it's like you've been doing right the culture right all these Super Bowls, the last 2-3 Super Bowls, the culture's been doing right.
yeah,
He's been doing right by the culture. But on this one incident, corporate goes over culture.
yeah,
Because that to me is just like, so like now we're picking and choosing when you want to put corporate over culture. And to me, I think like if you do have Wayne to come out there, there's no way Wayne does that Super Bowl and does not bring out Drake. And I think if he brings out Drake during the Super Bowl, that also changes people's perception and idea of Drake. It kind of like makes you fall back in love with him. The same thing he tried to do with 100 gigs, and the same thing, like what you said, we had the conversation about when Kanye put out the doc. You get what I'm saying? Just to remind people. You get what I'm saying? Of like, how much we was in love with them before we got into like the politics and the bullshit that we don't like that they're doing right now. But at the same time, I also feel like if Wayne brings out Drake at the Super Bowl and Drake end up coming out with J. Cole and they do big as a what? Like that puts Drake back in good graces. And I feel like you can't let that happen. Jay-Z can't let that happen because I do feel like there's a higher up. There is like this thing to like put the nail in the coffin to Drake because Drake been having this run that haven't been seen. Like the last time we talked about somebody being on top of their game for this long is Jay-Z. So somewhere along the line, it's just like this shit got to end. And this is right now the perfect person. You have the perfect person, which is Kenny. Kenny had the perfect song. You get what I'm saying? Which cultivated the culture to come together. You get what I'm saying? But also, it's kind of like, let's not act like Drake is not culture. Two of my brothers had a fight. Okay, my niggas had a fight. Kenny beat my brother ass. All right, cool. Gucci. Like we move on, nigga. They still culture, but it's different from when it's us versus them. This is not a us versus them, and I don't want people to do a us versus them with Kenny versus Drake. It's not a us versus them because Drake is us as well.
Drake's stock is extremely low, and if I'm a corporate company, I don't want to stand next to him because it's bad for business right now. He's trying to build his brand back up. One of the, if not the biggest song of the year, is a diss song to him. Like he's not somebody that you want to pull out on your halftime show right now. It's just not. I look at Kendrick as another win because the series of events for the last year, every time you watch an NFL game or most games, is always they throwing Taylor Swift in front of you. Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift, Taylor Swift. This could have easily been Taylor Swift, but it's not, and it's Kendrick. So I feel like that's still a win. That's still a win for the culture. There's a lot of casual fans who ride with Drake and don't like the fact that Kendrick is getting this look, which is understandable because you're gonna side with your man and you want who you want. Because look, everything you just said, like this is gonna bring Drake back in good graces and this is gonna help him. And but how does that help the NFL? How does that help ad dollars? It doesn't. So we go get the most popular artist of this year who's put out the most popular song and have him on the most popular platform to the world. It's like it seems like a simple play to me. If you're not gonna go with Wayne, then it makes sense to go with him because I'll take him over Taylor Swift. I'll tell you
So,
that.
definitely. But I would say that. So basically, we're saying, all right, the better play was Kenny, right?
The
That's
best play is Wayne.
we're
The
not
best
that's the
play
best,
is
yeah,
Wayne.
but we're not.
Bring out the Hot Boys. Bring out Master P, Frida. That's the best play.
So if
They
that
didn't. The corporate did not want to go with with that play. No.
so this is the thing though. Because corporate wants to see the nail in the coffin. Kenny killed Drake. We're actually letting Kenny.
I don't think corporate wants to see the nail in the coffin. I feel like there's a few people there's people in the music industry that feel like what they feel.
Mhm.
If Drake killed Kendrick, they would want him on the show. I don't think this was like a personal thing against Drake. I don't think so. I don't think this decision was a personal thing against Drake.
I don't care about the personal part. This battle alone and the politics that's being played around this battle came at the disservice of not putting Wayne in his rightful place at that Super Bowl.
Right.
So I don't like. It's not even about like putting Drake on back in good graces. That's me foresighting what I think Wayne probably would have did. You get what I'm saying, for his mans, because that is his mans at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, just the politics and the people that so emotionally and financially invested into this battle actually took away from the culture. The culture took a loss. Yes, Kenny's a great performer. I think Kenny's better than 92% of the niggas that out here performing. Yes, especially as a hip hop performer. Kenny is super dope. But at the same time, like, I want to see Wayne. That's what the culture wants to see. And I think that's why Twitter, Instagram, social media in itself is in an uproar. Yeah. Because it's just like, yo, bro, all right, Kenny won, bro. All right, whether you want to feel Kenny killed the nigga, Drake ain't in good graces no more, fuck it. Yeah. But at the end of the day, nigga, that happened in fucking May, June, July. So we still gonna talk about fucking Kenny and Drake in February during the Super Bowl or whenever the fuck the Super Bowl is, January, February. But at the same time, when we should be giving Wayne his flowers, like he's a GOAT. He's in that tier now to where first of all, we gave Rihanna, we gave Dr. Dre, we gave Eminem and 50 Cent his flowers. We gave Rihanna her flowers. We gave Usher his flowers. We supposed to give Wayne his flowers. I'm not saying that Kenny doesn't deserve to get his flowers now. I just think it's a bit too early and we caught in the moment. Corporate and whoever made the decision. I really believe Hov made the decision. You don't think Hov made the decision, but I believe Hov made the decision. Let's make that clear. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, it's just like, nah, man, shout out to Wayne.
Yeah.
Right. So it says that they come up with a list. They present the list to the NFL. Then the NFL discusses it with various boards and their sponsors to see who's a good fit.